like a fantastic deal. So why in the world are they being so quiet about Caitlyn?
Basketball. You can't win. So
The sports world is buzzing with controversy surrounding Nike's handling of Caitlin Clark, the basketball phenom who has taken the WNBA by storm. Despite signing what was touted as a groundbreaking 8-year, $28 million endorsement deal with the company, Clark's signature sneaker, a key component of the agreement, has yet to see the light of day. This delay has sparked outrage among fans, insiders, and analysts alike, raising questions about Nike's commitment to one of the most marketable athletes in recent memory. The situation is perplexing, especially given Clark's undeniable star power and her transformative impact on women's basketball. So why is Nike seemingly holding back on promoting a player who has been compared to Michael Jordan in terms of her cultural and commercial influence? Caitlin Clark is not just another athlete. She's a generational talent whose influence extends far beyond the court. As the NCAA's all-time leading scorer and the face of women's basketball, Clark has redefined what it means to be a star in the sport. Her journey from college standout to the first overall pick by the Indiana Fever in the WNBA draft was a cultural moment, drawing millions of viewers and cementing her status as a household name. When Nike announced the massive endorsement deal, it was heralded as a landmark moment for women's sports, a sign that female athletes were finally getting the recognition and financial backing they deserved. The deal, valued at $28 million over 8 years, seemed to underscore Clark's marketability and her ability to draw fans, sell tickets, and move merchandise. Yet, despite the fanfare, something feels off. Nike's promotion of Clark has been noticeably subdued, with little to no marketing campaigns, commercials, or even basic branded merchandise. Most glaringly, the promised signature sneaker remains absent, leaving fans and industry insiders scratching their heads. To understand the situation, it's worth examining the details of Clark's deal with Nike. On the surface, an 8-year, $28 million contract sounds like a monumental achievement, a testament to Clark's value as both an athlete and a brand ambassador. However, a closer look reveals a more complex picture. A significant portion of the contract's value is tied to performance-based incentives, royalties, and, crucially, shoe sales. In her first year, Clark is projected to earn around $1.6 million, a respectable sum but far less than the headline-grabbing $28 million figure suggests. After the initial year, her base salary reportedly drops to approximately $600,000 annually, with the remainder of the contract's value contingent on meeting specific on-court performance thresholds and sales targets. The deal also includes a performance reductions clause, which could reduce Clark's earnings if she fails to meet certain benchmarks, such as game appearances or statistical milestones. While these clauses are not uncommon in endorsement deals, some insiders argue that they are designed more to limit Nike's financial commitment than to reward Clark's success. This raises a critical question. Was Nike's deal with Clark truly a bold investment in a rising star, or was it a carefully crafted public relations move to project progressiveness while minimizing risk? The lack of promotion and the absence of a signature sneaker suggest the latter. Nike, the undisputed giant of athletic apparel, has a long history of turning its athletes into global icons. From Michael Jordan to LeBron James, the company has mastered the art of leveraging star power to dominate the market. Yet with Clark, the approach seems markedly different. Despite her massive following and undeniable influence, Nike has failed to capitalize on her popularity. There are no Caitlin Clark commercials, no widespread ad campaigns, and no branded merchandise flooding the market. Even more telling, the signature sneaker that was supposed to be a cornerstone of her deal remains stuck in development, with no clear timeline for release. The frustration is palpable, and it's not just fans who are voicing their concerns. Jordan Rodgers, a former marketing director for Nike's basketball division, has publicly criticized the company for what he calls a complete mishandling of Clark's brand. According to Rodgers, Nike is squandering an unprecedented opportunity to build a cultural phenomenon around Clark. Her fan base is eager for branded products, from jerseys to sneakers, yet Nike has offered little more than player-exclusive PE sneakers from the Kobe Bryant line. While these custom sneakers are a nice gesture, they fall far short of the signature line Clark was promised. In essence, they're personalized hand-me-downs, a far cry from the star treatment a player of Clark's caliber deserves. Rodgers argues that Nike's failure to deliver is not just a disservice to Clark, but a missed opportunity for the company to tap into a massive market. The situation becomes even more puzzling when compared to Nike's treatment of other WNBA stars. For example, Angel Reese, another rising star in the league, has already seen her signature sneaker hit the market. While Reese is undoubtedly a talented and marketable athlete, Clark's impact on the WNBA and women's sports as a whole is arguably unmatched. Her games have drawn record-breaking viewership, and her presence has revitalized interest in the league. So why is Nike prioritizing other players over Clark? Some insiders speculate that the company is deliberately slow-playing her sneaker launch to avoid overshadowing more established stars like A'ja Wilson. The fear, they suggest, is that Clark's meteoric rise could create an imbalance among Nike's roster of athletes, potentially causing tension or unfavorable optics. If true, this decision reflects a troubling prioritization of internal politics over business sense. The delay in Clark's sneaker launch isn't just a minor hiccup, it's a missed opportunity of monumental proportions. Clark's popularity is not a fleeting trend, but a marketing goldmine. She has the power to sell out arenas and, more importantly for Nike, sell out shoe stores. Her fans are desperate for ways to show their support, whether through jerseys, hats, or sneakers. By failing to deliver on the promised signature line, Nike is not only letting Clark down, but also alienating a passionate fan base eager to spend money on her brand. This isn't just about one athlete. It's about the broader message Nike is sending to the sports world. As a company that prides itself on championing equality and innovation, Nike's hesitation to fully embrace Clark's star power raises serious questions about its commitment to women's sports. The controversy surrounding Clark's deal also highlights broader issues within the sports industry. Women's sports are experiencing a surge in popularity, with athletes like Clark leading the charge. Yet, the corporate machinery designed to promote and celebrate these stars often lags behind. Clark's situation is a case study in how even the biggest names in women's athletics can be marginalized by systems that undervalue their potential. The performance-based structure of her contract, the lack of marketing support, and the delayed sneaker launch all point to a larger pattern of hesitation when it comes to fully investing in female athletes. This isn't just about Clark. It's about the ongoing fight for respect and recognition that women in sports continue to wage. Some might argue that Nike's caution is simply a matter of business strategy. After all, Clark is a rookie, and the company may want to ensure her long-term success before fully committing to a signature line. But this argument falls flat when you consider the unprecedented buzz she has generated. Her national championship game in college drew over 20 million viewers, and her transition to the WNBA has been nothing short of electrifying. She's not just a promising talent. She's a proven draw, a player who has already transformed the landscape of women's basketball. Slow playing her brand doesn't just undermine her achievements, it risks alienating the very fans who have propelled her to stardom. The comparison to Michael Jordan, while bold, is not entirely unfounded. Like Jordan in his early years, Clark has the rare ability to transcend her sport and become a cultural icon. Her influence is felt not just in basketball arenas, but in the broader cultural zeitgeist. Fans don't just admire her for her on-court performance. They see her as a symbol of determination, talent, and authenticity. Nike's failure to capitalize on this moment is baffling, especially given its track record of building empires around athletes like Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James. If Clark's sneaker were to become a cultural phenomenon, it could redefine the market for women's athletic apparel. Yet, by dragging its feet, Nike risks missing out on a historic opportunity. The role of external pressures cannot be ignored either. Some insiders suggest that Nike's decisions may be influenced by stakeholders or internal dynamics within the company. For instance, prioritizing established stars like A'ja Wilson over a rookie like Clark could be an attempt to maintain harmony among Nike's roster of athletes. But this approach ignores the reality of Clark's impact. Her rise has not diminished the achievements of other players. It has elevated the entire league, drawing new fans and generating unprecedented interest. By failing to fully embrace Clark, Nike is not just shortchanging her, it's shortchanging the WNBA and the future of women's sports.